she was just there for the season.
Mic check, Europe. Make sure they can hear me in the headphones. Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 149.
149.
You said that fluid, boy. OT is in the building.
Better. What's good?
Y'all know Smooth is in the building. What's cracking?
I'm D-Trey. Let's see. There's another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. Make sure y'all paying attention. Y'all boys doing the thing.
Okay.
Niggas looking at him.
We good, man. I'm good, man.
Back off hiatus. So y'all boys recharge. Y'all get a chance to refresh and things of that nature.
Hell no,
I'm never be charged. You know what I mean?
What is that?
Say I'm running on E.
Busy man. Busy
Fumes
man.
around this mother.
No, yeah, we're good, man. I'm just, had A Money birthday this past weekend. We just did a little something for him. Had a little pool party.
I seen you.
Took him out during the week. We went to main event.
Oh, that's
Main
fine.
event. Then
He beat your ass in bowling?
Never. We didn't do bowling. I let them do the games. We just paid the 50 piece and let them, play the games.
Oh, so you didn't want that
thing.
smoke?
What?
That's what you said?
What? It wouldn't have been fair. They would have to call CPS. I didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? He's still a growing young man. Don't want to damage him.
Shattered his confidence that early on.
Bowling, looking at him.
Chance to be something. Nah, that's fly, man.
It's
That's
that,
fly.
the wedding stuff still, planning for that. That's a headache.
How's the pressure of that coming, man? The planning stage.
Speaking of, we got to talk about something too. But no, I mean, the planning stage, I love it. I love it, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told baby, if anything, I was like, if you can get through the planning stages, you can get through a lot of shit in your head.
Right.
There's a lot of disagreements and stuff you got to think about, stuff that's not going to come up, that all of a sudden come up, and just, all the ins and outs. So just being prepared for everything and trying to make sure everything is checked off, even though we're not going to check everything off. As long as the important stuff is.
Yeah.
That's more we focused on. So, but yeah, man, can't wait, man. It's gonna be live, man.
It's the what's the bachelor party situation looking like? Never mind. I'll see you next time.
It's a private chat. Never mind. What bachelor party?
What bachelor party? All right, man. We got a lot of interesting stuff going on in the media, man. Since we last parted, I think we should start with the Carlee. Damn, I ain't get her last name. The what's her girl that went missing? Or that fake went missing?
Oh my
God damn.
I don't know. I don't want to know her last name.
Can't even think of her name. Man, we gotta be more
When I found out why she did
Carlee
it,
Russell.
I was dying.
So, for anybody who's been living under a rock, apparently she, I'm gonna give the story how it broke first, and then we're gonna give how things really happened. How it broke first was she was driving on the side of a highway, spotted a child walking down the street, with no guidance or whatever the case may be, no parent nowhere in sight. She took it upon herself, like, wait a minute, this don't look right. Let me pull over and, see what's going on with the kid. See if I can pick the kid up, take him to somewhere to, to take care of him, whatever. So when she pulls over to take care of the kid, apparently another car pulls up with her, jumps out, grabs her around her face, forces her into their vehicle, and she leaves her vehicle. And, apparently, the child was allegedly in on it or whatever the case may be. According to the story when it first broke. So she went missing for a couple of days, and,
She did. She had called 911.
Called 911.
So she was on, on the phone with them explaining what was going on. Had them boys in, and all of a sudden she disappears. Phone, watch.
Right.
Left the wig.
Hey, that's great acting, though.
Left the wig.
Once she come up out of this, she need a job.
She definitely gonna need a job because I heard word today that her company fired her.
Of
that she was
course.
working at because they said that people been calling the company and harassing them as if they was in on the damn fraudulent kidnapping. But speaking of fraudulent, let's get to how things really happened. Now, they ended up finding her somewhere just out in the open, just about her business. You see what I'm saying? Just doing her thing. And that kind of raised red flags a bit, right? Because it's like, why are you just running around? You see everybody looking for you on social media, things of this nature, and then you just outside running around, right? So her boyfriend unfollows her on social media. Then it comes out that they were in a bit of an argument and that she kind of set the whole thing up because he was getting distant on her. He was contemplating leaving her. So she does this in an attempt to, I guess, garner some type of attention or some type of sympathy from the man to bring the man back into the fold. So that's the main story that's running around out here. So I just want to get y'all thoughts on it, man. Like what a fake kidnapping that makes the national news.
You saw the police report thing when they was talking? I'm gonna find it. Y'all go ahead, Smooth.
I was just on some like why like really. Like that dick must be dicking over there.
That's the first thing I thought about.
The dick must be dicking.
The dick
he must pay for everything in her life.
Right.
You understand me? Losing him means she lose her livelihood. For a woman to do this, to go to this length, that's some shit a nigga do.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if we go that far.
Yeah, fake a kidnapping.
We might fake a kidnapping, but we're not getting 911
I'm not even saying
involved.
I'm not saying fake a kid. A dude would never fake a kidnapping. But I'm saying on that type of level of lying.
Oh yeah, you know,
like that's
niggas just fake their death.
You understand me? Like you on this, bro. Like what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
And then you got the world. Hey, I think she can go to jail, bro.
I agree. And that's what people were saying, like, you know, is there going to be some consequences?
Bro, she should be in jail, bro. Because you got the world looking for you. Then on top of that, you got if I was that company, I would sue her. People calling me saying that I'm in on and all this, and then they didn't want to do business with me and all this type of stuff.
Leaving bad reviews.
You understand? Man, I'm pressing charges. Defamation charges. You know, I couldn't believe it, bro. I thought it was fake at first. I was like, ain't no way. Few days rolled by and it was real.
I'll tell you what, they lost me when they said kid walking along the highway. That's when they lost me. It was like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
That's just, I done seen a lot of situations I ain't never seen that one happen before. But, you know, I entertained it. I never really dove into it too far, you see what I'm saying? Because it was just a situation where it's like, you know, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but a lot of people go missing.
Yeah.
Especially black women recently, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, damn, it's just another one of them stories. That's crazy, man. That's messed up. Prayers out to her. And then I kept seeing her face come across town. I said, all right, let me see what the hell is going on here. And then I heard the story, kid walking on the highway. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. But I'm gonna keep reading and do my thing. And then once I got into it, it seemed like all the stuff just started trickling out as far as the news that happened. I'm like, oh, she definitely stays this. This is fraudulent from top to bottom. And this is a goddamn shame.
So I think I found it.
All right, my boy Oda found the clip. We're going to cue it up. Yeah, in 1 second.
Please send it to me because I need to see this, bro.
What'd you send it on?
We text it?
Yeah.
Or your group chat?
Either way, it don't matter.
Bro, I can't believe that, bro. Like, bro, like for like what up? People say.
And then the stuff that she searched before she got kidnapped was like, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? She looked up the movie Taken. Bitch, dead ass. Bro, she looked up all type of crazy stuff. Yeah. Went to the Target. They said she went to Target, spent a few dollars on some snacks. Told her when she was getting held hostage, all they fed her was some cheese crackers.
She need her ass whooped and then charges to be filed.
I was reading up on some of this stuff like,
bro, where's her parents at, bro?
She went back to him.
Who raised this queen?
To who? Her parents or the dude?
The parents. That's who found like she walked back some kind of way after she was dropped off on the highway or ran away, whatever she did.
Yeah, she says she escaped in the middle of a truck stop at a gas station.
Navigated through the woods back to her people house miraculously.
One thing about black folks, let me explain something to you.
You know what happened?
Through woods.
You know what happened? She ran out of shit and couldn't go back to get no food.
Yeah,
now she's starving.
She wasn't getting the response that she thought she was gonna get from them from old boy. That's the wild part, even though it's making national news. But let's go ahead and play the clip, man. This is from who is this from? Hoover Police Department.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and see what he had to say.
Just continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis.
Jesus Christ.
Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case.
Very.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched.
Oh my goodness.
On July 13th,
It gets
at
better.
1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request.
Of course not.
As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case.
Get your girl, dog.
Why it always got to be us, man, with the just stupid shit? Like, what a... I just don't understand, my nigga, why?
I couldn't have been the parents, bro. She'd had to come off my last name right there. Bro, when they throw your ass in jail, look, change your last name immediately.
Bro,
We're no longer kin in any way.
SWAT team need to kick in the door, handcuff her, drag her to the station. We need answers. I don't even care about her going to jail. I need to know why.
We know why the dude. All she gotta do is get another. Hey, I'm dick crazy.
Hey,
Like that meme, I'm dick crazy.
this dickin' have you missing? Yo.
She destroyed her
come on,
life.
nigga.
Oh,
Come
some
on.
dick, bro. Bro, she'll never get another job in her city again.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna have to move somewhere like a real big city and try to blend in. Get her a new name. You're gonna have to get you a new name.
I want to know. I just want to know why. Like, if you wanted to just disappear 48 hours, like, you had to do all the extra stuff.
You could have went to your cousin's crib or something.
Bro.
Got to get fake babies involved and just all types of stuff. Everybody worried.
She wanted her attention of the dude. Because I can guarantee, dude, dog, the way she acting, dude, is important. So he done met her parents and all that. He can call the parents and like, man, where you doing at? Oh, she over here. To her, that's too much. That's too much. But I need to make it look like I'm dying over here.
Did she
I'm
go?
dying
She
straight.
went to her man, or that was like a side dude?
Nah, I think that was her man. Because dude had pictures of them all on his gram and stuff together.
Okay.
So when it broke out that she was lying, he stripped all that down and unfollowed her on Instagram.
So where was?
So
I was wondering, was she not supposed to be with him, or like?
Nah, but from where it is that like their relationship got a little rocky, and he was like, I don't think this is the best thing for us. I think we need to go our separate ways. But she was trying to plead with him to, I guess, maintain the situation. So he wasn't going. So she tried to do this, and again, a way to garner sympathy or a way to garner his attention and things of that nature. And it just failed horribly. I don't necessarily think that she thought it was gonna get this big. And it blew up beyond, comprehension, if we're gonna be honest. And now, now it's just ridicule all the way around. That's why she went back to her people crib. She ain't hiding. Because she's literally a laughing stock. Her face is all over social media. It's all over the news. Everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why she won't make no statement. Police said they reached out for comment and she didn't get one. Of course not. Because now you looking like a damn fool. And you lost the dude that you did all of it for. Anyway.
And you need to be in jail.
Make that man look crazy.
ASAP.
And the family and everybody else involved.
Bro.
And that's what social media was laughing about. It was like, that's like, damn, he look good. Well, she done threw more women on him. trying to get him back. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just stupidity, man. But speaking of stupidity, we gonna stay on that subject. Recently, Keke Palmer was performing at a live show. Where she was performing one of her songs. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get flagged. But the main lyric is basically to say, you know, I don't need no man. F that dude. The dude was like my child. Blah 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 blah.
Bah, bah, bah.
So, of course, first thing I do, I go to the comments. Like, I got to go read the comments. I got to go see how the public is responding to this, right? So I go there. Now, again, I went in with, you know, preconceived bias, of course. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, the women going to agree. Dude's going to be like, see this what I'm doing? And that's exactly what happened. You scroll them comments, women's like, yeah, girl, that's empowerment. Blah, blah, you don't need no man. Don't let no man try to check you. No man try to play with you. Blah, blah. Right? Then you got dudes saying, see, this is why, you know, we need to get our passports and fly out the country, man, because this type of shit we got to deal with right here. Blah, blah. So now there's rhetoric going around and saying that she never liked dude to begin with. She used him for a child. That's what the rhetoric is. So I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Do y'all think there's some truth to that? Or do y'all think this is just another example of a woman wilding out, unfortunately in our community, wilding out and pushing the dad outside of the house? What's y'all thoughts on the situation?
No comment. No comment from me. That's personal. She ain't put that out there. He ain't. The lyrics in the song is the lyric in the song, man. I don't know nothing about they personal shit. Hey, Keke, we love you. Oh boy, I don't know you, but hey, you handled it the way I wouldn't handle it. But hey, I don't know you, so I can't speak on that type of shit. I can't.
But would
would
you say there's an agenda that she's pushing?
I mean, hey, she's single, man. She's single. Shit, she can do what she want. Would you say? Just with any other female artist that's single, the way they rap these days, would you say they pushing the agenda?
Yeah.
Okay. I respect.
And the label backing it and helping it, just like on the other side with the men, shoot them up, spin the block. That's what they pushing. Not too much of the real rap right now is out. It's all violence against each other. It's all mistreating each other. Like, that's what we pushing right now. And if you look at almost every single female artist that's out, that's popping, they have a certain aesthetic about them, and they rapping about something.
Not needing a man
to match that aesthetic,
or using a man for utility. Need you for your bag. It's about the bag. It's about the money. I think she kind of referenced that in the lyrics we talking about, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, just looking at it, I kind of stepped outside of it and looked at it from like a macro perspective. I think that it's sad because not her singing the lyrics. The reaction to the lyrics. I think we way too comfortable in our culture with being single mothers, single parents. Like that's just there is no push for more of a 2-parent household. There is no encouragement for that. There is no nothing. You literally have women who take pride in the fact that they can raise their kid on their own. And it's like, why? Why not find you a suitable man to have that kid with and y'all go about it the right way? Why are we out here opening our legs and nutting in chicks that we have zero intention of being with?
I only respect the chicks that don't complain. You get what I'm saying? That don't be on some, I don't need a man and all this type of shit here, that just do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect the chicks that be on some, I don't need no man raising my child and all that to tell you what to do and all that. Well, why you speaking on it? If you ain't need it so much, then why you speaking on it? Goddamn me. And if you ain't need it so much, why every dude you talk to when they leave you, you crying about them? You know what I'm saying? You posting subliminal messages. I thought you ain't need no man. You know what I'm saying to me? So all that shit be a lie, bro. That's why I don't be listening to the women that, I do all this. I don't need no nigga for this and all that. You may not need him financially. You may be straight financially. But everything else you need a nigga for. You know what I'm saying? But your stubbornness that you grew over time is blocking your blessings. So all that be, all that feelings they be talking about be fabrication. I don't be trying to hear that. When a woman start complaining about being a single mother, you put yourself in that position. I ain't trying to hear that.
I'll tell you why I don't respect none of it. It's because the entire rhetoric is just selfish. Right? It's, I don't need a man. I don't need this. I don't need this. But the thing about having kids stops being about what you need. Right? It's about what's best for the kid. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of forethought that goes into that before people have these kids. People having kids for selfish ass reasons. Because I'm getting older, my time clock is winding down. I want to have a kid while I'm able to. Damn me, being in a suitable relationship so that we can give the kid the best chance of survival out here. Damn that. I want to have the kid because I want to have it. And then when the relationship goes wrong, well, I don't need no man for nothing. You don't, but your kid does. And that's the problem. We too comfortable with just not giving a damn what our kid needs in order to have the highest chance of being successful. We know what the stats are for single mother households. They plaster them everywhere. They got 3-4 times higher chance of going to jail, 3-4 times higher chance of getting abused outside, 3-4 higher chance of not graduating high school, committing, crimes and things of that nature. Like all these stats are out there, and yet we swim with all that shit and be like, I hear you, but nah, I think I can go against the grain and make something up out of nothing, and I'm gonna wear it as a badge of honor that I had to traumatize my kid in the process of doing so. That's why I can't respect it at all, bro.
Another thing, all these single mothers that be bolstering that on their shoulders, I just want to ask y'all one question, man. Are you raising your child to be a single mother or a single father?
They don't know what they do.
You understand me? Because I guarantee you all of them is looking at their child like, oh, you're going to be married one day. Or you're going to be a husband or you're going to be a wife. I'm raising you to be a husband or a wife. Well, if you raising them to be that, why you not trying to be that?
Right.
That's my thing.
And again, I understand things happen. I don't want to attack this with a wide open umbrella. Mm-hmm. Because it's a lot of circumstances to where there was no selfishness involved. Like we got married, we tried it, it didn't work, whatever the case may be, and we got these kids that we got to take care of. I got primary custody. That's just what it is. That situation, I'm not talking about that because life happens in that type of situation. I'm talking about the motherfuckers where you out there getting pregnant and y'all ain't even y'all not engaged, y'all not married, y'all not nowhere
halfway
near
in the relationship.
Nothing. You understand me? It's just bullshit all the way around. He inconsistent as hell or she inconsistent as hell and y'all done stumbled and got pregnant and okay, boom, this is what it is. That shit is inexcusable.
It starts off fucked up.
You 4 months pregnant and he got another girlfriend.
Exactly.
Yep. He don't want to be there. Y'all don't really like each other like that in the first place. So it's already a fucked up start.
Oh man!
I just want more for us, dog. I be thinking about again. A lot of people I know, a lot of my family. We're gonna keep it honest.
Facts.
That went to jail or that got in trouble or that is not where they want to be in life right now. 95% of them was brought up in a single mother household. That's just the reality. And the stats say what they say, and they back my point. But I'm talking about seeing it firsthand. So whereas again, I done been outside and there be situations where okay, I'm about to crash out. But again, having that fatherly influence, that balance, having that balance to not just respond in an emotional way all the time, fly off the handle. You disrespect me, I gotta shoot this nigga. But when you grow up with a dad, he teaches you rationale. He teaches you logic. He teaches you, hey, slow your ass down before you just react. Sometimes you got to sit back. You got to think about things, leveling it off. But a lot of us don't have that. We brought up in just highly emotional situations. Our mama is there. Our auntie is there helping take care of us. We probably the only boy in the house with 2 sisters or something like that. So it's like when he outside, he's not going to have that balance that he needs. And more times than not, he gonna go left because of it. That's what a lot of people don't understand before they lay down and they have these damn kids. Both parents are necessary. We made a part about it a couple weeks ago. Both parents are necessary for a reason. And again, that's not an indictment on you as a mother. That's not what I'm saying. But it's only so much. It's like we said in the past podcast. It's only so much that you can pour into these kids. The dad needs to pour into the rest. So what does that mean? That means you need to take your time in terms of having kids until it's a stable situation. And it's the difference between the relationship starting out stable, we married, whatever, we've been in this 10, 12 years, it go left, we get a divorce. That's totally different. Y'all had the kid in a stable situation. A lot of y'all not even in committed relationships and having niggas babies.
That's the main issue right there.
Like, come on, bro.
Unprotected, all that.
And your daughters is paying attention. He was talking about from the male perspective. You got to realize y'all having daughters. Your daughter is watching you get rid of these motherfuckers.
Man.
Left and right. So what you think she gonna do when she come of age to feel like she could step out and do some womanly things?
Shit, even before then. They in high school finessing.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? When she feel like, because most women lose their virginity these days to high school. That's just how it works.
15, 16.
You understand me? High school. So when she start feeling like that, like what you think she gonna do if all she see you doing is cycling men out? Cycling men out. No matter if they good or not, you cycling them out. Because you study feeling like, I don't need no man. And now your daughter is feeling like she halfway in your shoes and she smelling herself.
Right.
And she can walk in and talk it like you because you ain't showing her nothing. You know what I'm saying? Me? Only thing you doing that she not doing is going to work. And technically she doing that because she going to school. She there 40 hours, you there 40 hours. So technically y'all doing the same. You getting paid in money, she getting paid in grades.
Yep.
But you goddamn, you want your daughter to see it different from what you doing. Kids are what they see. You know what I'm saying? Kids are what they around. So if it's super emotional, goddamn, it's a goddamn toxic environment. What you got 5 kids? How many you think gonna be successful? You may be lucky to have one to come out the bunch. That's the one. The rest of them you're gonna have to take care of for most of their life. You're gonna have to assist with their life for the rest of their life. Which then also you looking at it like as a parent, oh man, when these kids get out the crib, then I can start my dating life over with. No, because when 2 of them get out the crib, one of them gonna be pregnant. You understand me? You may have one in the crib that got somebody pregnant or pregnant. Goddamn me, you ain't slowing down your life no time soon because they gonna be with you or they gonna be moving out and having a job and need you to watch the kids.
And be dependent on you.
You get what I'm saying?
So now that's
but
your
we
next
don't think
phase.
that deep as parents. We don't think that deep into our kids' life and how that really gonna affect. Because let's just face it, in the black community, most of us we don't want to turn our back on our kids.
Hell
no
no.
matter how bad they doing, no matter, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. So you done slowed your whole life down because of your mistakes. And a lot of us blame the kid for, you know what I'm saying, for the mistakes that you made at the beginning that you could have corrected.
That's facts right there.
You could have showed them better and they wouldn't have needed none of that. You could have showed them the important, hey, bro, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. I'm looking for a husband right now. Or I'm looking for a wife right now. I'm looking for that. I need that to balance this whole ship out. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we never do that. And then we wonder why our kids don't do what we was telling them to do. We don't realize most kids are what they see. And in the black community, that's 98% of us. We are what we see.
And also what I see too is, and it's not even, I don't think it's not even that they're doing it on purpose, but even with all that too, it'll be like they're trying to raise them right, so they working their butts off. So that's all they do is work.
Yeah.
Work, come home, and they just want to be a good example, but not knowing the other side that they missing. Because they just so focused on just a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm just want to give them everything that I never had. I'm just going to work, and don't understand what the kid is missing on the back end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see that all the time too. So we just, raised in a, wild situation because for a lot of parents, they only know what they know. So on one end, you definitely get that they didn't have it coming up. So they trying to provide a different lifestyle. But at the same time, you have to have the emotional intelligence to know that also your kid needs you to be there physically as well. Not just provide a roof, because they think that's fine too. Boy, I got a roof over your head and these lights, how you think these lights stay on? And but not understanding that sometimes, hey, you need a few days off, or y'all need a family vacation, or you just need some these kids need to see something real outside of you just going to work and then coming home.
Or on that one day that you got off during the week, don't take it sleeping.
Right.
Use that as goddamn daughter son, well, mother Sunday and all that, like mother kid day or father kid day. This is the day we build every day. Well, this day right here, every week we gonna build on this day.
You're gonna wonder
You know what I'm
why.
saying? If you need something to talk about, we can write it down in this notebook right here, and then on this day we'll address everything as a family. We'll do what we got to do as a family.
Right.
We'll get this out. But we don't even have them type of spaces. And you neglect your kids' emotions, and then your kid come out here. You know what I'm saying? They either be liars or they goddamn so impulsive they want to hurt somebody or they want to steal or they running away and all these type of things. That's because they have no means to release, and you don't give them a space to speak.
Man. And again, I think it goes back to just having that forethought in order to have the kids. Like that's a big saying in our community, and it burns my soul every time I hear it. You have somebody pregnant on some bullshit, and the people around her, the older people, mind you, would say, "Wow, that baby's a blessing. That baby is a blessing." I'm here to denounce that.
That's a fact.
A baby brought up in bullshit circumstances is a curse. That's not a blessing. Because again, the likelihood of them going left is going to be way too high because the circumstances that he brought up in is not even giving him a chance. They got people who, I'm talking about kids who brought up in situations to where the daddy's in jail, the mama working 3 jobs, nobody there to watch. Like, the kid is taking care of his goddamn self or her goddamn self at 9, 10 years old.
Or got to be a parent at that age.
To the younger ones.
younger siblings.
It's facts. So again, like, you rob that kid of their childhood, which messes with their mental, you know what I'm saying, capacity. So when they get older, they may be 20, but they feeling like they 35. Because of all the responsibility that you dumped on their shoulders. The kid didn't ask to be here. You dragged them here in horrible circumstances. And then we covered, that baby's a blessing. Ask the babies who in the damn foster home, do they feel like blessings? Ask all the babies who grew up with no real parental guidance and they in jail right now. Ask them how much of a blessing their life done been.
That's a fact.
We got to stop doing that, dog. We got to call bullshit when we see it.
And they say blessing, but when it's time to watch the kid, they know where to be found.
Right. They encourage you to have a kid and help you take care of it.
No matter if you're trying to make it perfect, you know you done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you like, hey, look, I got this 2-year plan. I'm gonna go to college, get this small degree, and start in this work field here. You know, I'm gonna be working 40 hours a week, so I'm gonna have time for my kid. I'm gonna be a PTA mom or PTA dad, whatever the fuck you gonna be, right? But when it's time to watch that kid, because you gotta manipulate that time around that kid. A lot of them old people, man, they're not gonna want to watch them kids because now they feel like they free.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that leaves you stuck out. And let's just face it, goddamn 18, 19, 20, bro, most of us not coming out the gate making 40,000.
Nah.
That just ain't happening. You looking at $600 checks every 2 weeks. McDonald's, Walmart, Walgreens, Target. That's what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? You barely making enough money to feed everything around you. And that's no car note. So we just got to think about these things, man. And it's sad in our community we don't preach these things enough to our kids, man.
Bro.
And show them a different way. And a lot of us, we come up in them situations and do that to our kids the same way.
Facts.
Which is nuts to me.
I'm gonna say another thing too is just being real careful because what's funny is you got to get old, man. And if you treat your kids wrong, your ass gonna be lonely as fuck,
bro.
Sick by yourself.
You should see the nursing homes, bro.
And it's a lot of people regret how they did their kids when they was coming up, not giving them that time and attention, really just caring and just having those talks with them. And they're wondering why holidays come around, they ain't trying to be around you, or like y'all got to do some reality checks sometimes. So yeah, all that shit is important, man.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%, man. Hell of a topic. We're gonna keep this thing pushing, man. Recently, Miss April Mason had some things to say about the feminine woman. Basically raising the question: are men really ready for a true feminine woman? I'm gonna play the clip.
You have never experienced a feminine woman, you will mishandle her because she's a new energy for you. So a lot of men are saying, I want a feminine woman who's X, Y, and Z. Well, if you haven't prepared yourself to receive her, because she's not going to have that drama like that. She ain't going to be going back and forth. She going to walk away from your tail the moment you start the others. Because we have to protect our femininity.
Yeah.
And so if you're used to drama and you're used to women being that strong, independent, pushing back all the time, you and your toolbox.
You don't think she don't care because she's not being combative?
Yes, and you don't have anything to pull from to be able to receive her. So I will say that to the fellas: make sure you're prepared for what you're asking for. Because a feminine woman, she's submissive. One of the things that I hate is the submissive conversation.
Why?
Because see, femininity naturally acquiesces to masculinity.
There it is.
If I ever hear a man talking about women are not submissive, I already know you are not that masculine safe place for her. You are not that alpha dude that you think you are.
That's big facts.
Mason, man. Book of facts, as my boy Smooth would say.
Book of facts, you hear me?
Straight facts.
Love that.
Man, so all right, she hit on 2 points. I want to address both of them.
All right.
First one was, or do y'all think a lot of men are truly ready, especially in our community, for a genuinely feminine woman? Because a lot of us come up in circumstances to where we just used to follow the women, even our own mothers, if we're gonna be honest. That's just the way we used to be talked to. That's the way we used to, you know what I'm saying? Like so when we go out into the world, we dealing with these type of women. We know how to handle them because we came up in a household with that. Or these are the type of women we dating. But a lot of times you run into a woman who's truly feminine, just like she said, and she gonna move differently. She not going back and forth with you. I'm not making no scenes in public. We not yelling at the top of our lungs. There ain't gonna be a lot of toxicity involved. And don't get me wrong, a lot of men, just like they said, will see that and feel like, okay, she don't really love me or she don't really care about me. So, do y'all feel like there's some truth to that? No?
That's a fact. You and me. It's a fact, boy. Man, I remember coming up, bro, especially living in them apartments, man, where we from, boy. You see that a lot, bro. If it ain't chaos, it ain't cool.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. When shit cool, it's who you cheating on me with and all these type of things and who was over here and all, from both sides, from the man and the woman.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I never could deal with that. Never. Now, if I can't walk in the room and my presence just demand that, and we all know what that is, I'm in the wrong room.
Facts.
I'm in the wrong room. I don't need to be in here. I ain't trying to deal with a woman that's loud. I ain't trying to deal with a woman that's going off on the waiter because her food cold or the food's wrong or the food took too long. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to deal with a woman if I'm wrong in public. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she got to call it out in front of everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm good. Go back to your mommy house. You ain't ready for this type of living that I'm on. You understand me? And from what she said, a lot of women not ready for that too. A lot of women think they feminine. For real. Until they put in that position.
Facts.
And that shit uncomfortable. Because they used to the chaos just like us.
Yep. That's a fact.
So
Big
we one
fact.
and the same, baby. So yeah.
But that's big fact.
That's real shit.
For real. So that's what I see. So I'm like, hey,
I didn't want to
agree
take
with
it
her.
there though, because we talking about the
Hey,
women.
I agree with her, but it's both sides.
Yeah.
A lot of women not they really not ready for no alpha dude, and the alpha dude ain't coming in the room like, oh, I'm the alpha man, going crazy. And them niggas,
Exactly.
man, they pretenders. We all know that.
Yeah, exactly.
A real alpha man, when he walk in the room, you feel the essence on him. You feel that presence on him. He ain't got to flex that, and he walking in the room head high, chin up. You know what I'm saying? Ready to kiss babies and shake some hands. That's what he doing.
I ain't got to pull that thing out. I know I got that thing.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why people respect them type of men when they walk in the room. Whether it's one man shaking his hand or it's 100 men. A real alpha man is comfortable in his skin. And he ain't announcing that he alpha. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't doing all that. All I'm doing is walking in the room. My presence says it all.
Yep.
So,
Do you feel like it can be a culture shock to men when we, used to that chaos and we run into a woman who's truly feminine? Do you feel like that could be a culture shock?
I could see it. Yeah, I could definitely see it, but I've always been the opposite. Like I've said before, like I know there are a ton of women who's super masculine, and I talk about them all the time because you see it, been around it. But as far as the women that I've chose to entertain or be with, for the most part, it's been feminine women. That's who I've always attracted.
damn here, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So the chaos when you get it, like I said, I used to chase that as like a high. Like yeah, I know you talk a good talk, but I know how you really want to be. So I got to put you, that's how I would try to, it'd be a challenge to me. But for the most part, I think a lot of women just definitely, they are willing to be submissive, but they gotta, it come off of you. Like if a woman feels that she can run over you, she gonna take advantage from the door. So if she running you around and really ain't treating you like you should be treating you, like that could tell you all you need to know right there. But like women are very feminine. They ready to be submissive. They ready to be chill. But I would definitely see how if you in a certain environment, that's all you around is chaos and aggressive women, then yeah, that's what you're gonna see. And when you run into that woman that's gonna give you that peace, that's not gonna be aggressive with you, it's not gonna talk back and cuss you out and all that stuff, it is different. It is different. It's gonna make you kind of feel the way like, damn, like, does she care about me? Right. So you will get confused, but you gotta talk to her because that's not the type of woman, she's not gonna try to be combative with you at all. Like that's the type of woman that wants to hold a real conversation with you. And that's going to pick your brain and that's going to give you some gems, but you haven't took the time to get to know her like that. So that's the difference. I think we just used to operating in chaos, both sides. And so when you get some peace, you end up destroying it because this is too unfamiliar, this is too shaky, so I need to burn this bitch up before I get too uncomfortable. That's how it goes. You sabotage the whole relationship. And then now that person is damaged, now they going to fuck up somebody else. Right. Because they were so into you and they thought y'all had something going on. It's a trickle-down effect. It just revolving door. Here's
a question. You and Smooth touched on something. Y'all said that, it's certain men that women just kind of understand, hey, this man is in charge, and they kind of just willingly submit. What does that man look like?
Myself. Period.
I was gonna let him ride if he had some logic. Get the fuck out of here.
Nothing else, folks.
Next question.
I'm not even gonna lie. One thing that I've noticed and I've heard, I'm reading, one thing is definitely your physical stature. So whether you 6'5" or whether you 5'10" and got a little muscle like you're an athlete or anything like that, women definitely take that into account. Right. Because they think about that physical protection part, not just the keeping a roof over their head and monetary stuff like that. They look at physical protection as well. Yeah, we can have guns, but if you're not in that situation either, where you got to use your hands.
Yeah. That's why most women like height. For real. So
I think that's one thing that women definitely look at first, and then everything else falls.
All right. Well, what's some characteristics of that man? A man that a woman is going to be willing to submit to. What are some characteristics of that man?
Patient, man. Goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? Foreseeing, man. He got the foresight to know what's coming, to understand what the mission is and understand, hey, we may have to go through rough times to get here. We can't take this shortcut because we ain't going to appreciate it. Or when we take the shortcut, it's going to be some other bullshit behind it that we got to face, that we can go through the rocks and iron. We ain't got to face that shit. So it's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just integrity, like I said before. Integrity all the way intact. Got a backbone. Is able to say no. A man that can't tell you no ain't the man for you. Trust me.
Talk smooth.
You know what I'm saying? What else can I say about that? A respectable man. And what I mean by that is he respects everybody. Right. He gives his respect before anybody get theirs. Now, if he's provoked, it's a different game. But he give it first. Man, that's a lot. It's a lot that can go into that man. It's a lot. Anything that has to do with his integrity, you know what I'm saying, being intact and about y'all relationship, if that's not in order, that's not an alpha man in my opinion. That's not the man that you need to be following, because something gonna happen that's gonna test something that he's not built for, and he gonna make the wrong decision. That's gonna be costly. You know what I'm saying? And also for a feminine woman, I feel like a feminine woman, she can pick up what he put down. You want to be feminine, you got to learn how to pick up what your man is putting down. And you got to know how to follow. I'm not saying follow blind, but understand, like, if you choose this man, You have to learn how to follow. And trust his decision that he gonna bring it up. So that's my assessment of it all.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use mine from the other day. I'm gonna go confidence, personality, and intention. Like I said, so the confidence, for example, especially like when you just meeting a woman fresh out, like let's say y'all have a little nice date night or whatever. Like women really pay attention to you, like knowing spots, knowing your way around the city, or you doing your research on certain restaurants. Like being at a restaurant, you having a good time. You're like, yeah, I heard they got the best butter cake. You know what I'm saying, on the in the city or something like that. You know what I'm saying, and y'all get it, and it's actually good.
Right.
Now you done put on some game, and just intention. Like your music taste. I mean, it's kind of everything that kind of plays a part into it. But definitely, like telling that woman where you see y'all. Like if you dating, you just dating around, tell her that. Like if you want something serious, tell her that. Like just having that plan. Behind your intention, not just, I'm just out here doing my thing, You know what I'm saying? Like if you tell her, like right now I'm just chilling, if something pops off, cool. But, right now this is what I'm, executing. And women like that. Women like that mystique about you. Women like a man that's grinding. Women like a man that is really working towards something. And so you just got to be honest, with all that stuff. And again, like I said, the personality part, it can be anything, man. It's not just how you dress or how you look. Like, you got to get creative with that stuff in order to try to attract different women. You got to have something like, what I'm saying? Some women like museums, okay? Every woman don't like museums, though. Some women like flowers. Some women don't like flowers. So you got to be deep in your bag to just be able to I guess you could say, just be able to date multiple types of women across the field. Because if you only limit yourself to certain types of things, then you only selecting a small pool of women. So that's why I would say get in your bag a little bit more, get more creative, start just, learning more things, getting out there, reading books, whatever you have to do. It's something for everybody. And the more you have in your tool bag, the more intriguing that you are, to all those women.
I agree. I think both of y'all crushed that, man. Going back to what she was saying, I think, it's definitely a culture shock. Because again, a lot of us come from chaos, and it's unfortunate, man. Because a lot of times a man got to lose a great woman in order to appreciate her, right? Like we'll get into that situation, and it'll be uncomfortable for us because her conflict resolution is totally different than what we used to. So we read it wrong. We feel like, okay, she's not as invested in this thing as I am, so let me go start wilding, or let me go leave. You know what I'm saying? When the whole time she was just being a mature adult. And ready to try to talk to you in a civil fashion and say, well, baby, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not comfortable with that. Blah, 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 blah. But again, because we're used to women who going off, talking loud, going crazy, super emotional, no control, that we get around that, a real woman, a real truly feminine woman, and get uncomfortable. But I think it takes for us to lose that woman before we can appreciate what it is that we had. Now going forward, we going to look for that type of woman going forward, sure, because we going to appreciate what she did for us. A lot of times a feminine woman is going to teach you patience. She's going to teach you understanding. She's going to teach you how to, communicate in a proper way, which is a lot of times we ain't used to. You see what I'm saying? But she going to teach you those things. And then when you lose her, you're going to feel that big ass void. And it's like, okay, but I learned a lot from this situation. So going forward, it's going to make me a better man. You see what I'm saying? But again, it takes us getting out of our comfort zone, and a lot of times our comfort zone is toxic as hell, and it's sad, it's unfortunate. But her talking about, you want to add something?
One more point too.
Go ahead.
Another thing a feminine woman to do, she'll let you fall on your face. You know what I'm saying? If you confident about your decision making, she's gonna be like, okay, boo, I got you, I trust you, do your thing. And if you mess up, guess what? She's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
She's going to counsel you. She's going to be like, well,
it's all right, baby.
You said, I know you said this. I didn't agree. But, I felt that you were confident in what you were going to do. And, this is what I saw. So, maybe take a look at it this way this time or do this time. You know what I'm saying? That's a dope-ass feeling to have when you have a good woman.
I'm glad you said that because my point was going to be after that. My last point on that was going to be a real alpha man learns a lot from his mistakes.
Hell yeah. Everything from his mistakes.
Learns a lot from the mistakes. And if your man don't learn a lot from his mistakes, he ain't who you need him to be right there at that moment. Then he might destroy you in the moments. If you keep giving him a chance and he still don't figure it out, like don't learn the lessons. He ain't gotta just figure it out. I'm talking the lesson in it. All right, I can't go this way. If he keep going that way, that ain't the dude for you. No matter how much you love him,
Right.
he gonna always throw y'all in the mud. Y'all gonna always be dirty. So
I'll tell you what else too. Just going on that point. What defines a true alpha man is somebody who's not afraid to make the mistake.
that's a fact.
There's a lot of dudes out here who are very knowledgeable about things. May know the right way to go, may know the right answer, but they have no execution. They scared to take the risk, right? But what a true alpha is, he understands, hey, I'm not going to get it right all the time. But even when I get it wrong, I'm going to use this as a lesson so I don't get it wrong no more. You know what I'm saying? I accept the risk of if this whole thing collapses, it's on my shoulders. I accept the risk of putting this woman's livelihood in my hands. I accept the risk of, I'm in charge of how my kid is going to turn out. So I need to be very, very diligent in how I'm raising them and, the moral standing that I'm putting into them. I accept that risk. I'm willing to make those decisions. But a lot of dudes claim they alphas and they terrified to make decisions. They followers for real. I'm a follow behind somebody who not scared to take that risk. And if it go wrong, it was his fault. He the one said it. I wanted to go this way. But if you wanted to go that way, why your ass was scared to say it?
And follow behind a woman.
Right. She more fearless in making decisions than you are. But she's supposed to submit to you. So, yeah.
And salute to the women that pretend to be the second in command. You know, but really the one that got the hand on the ship.
Hey,
salute
y'all
to y'all
real though. Y'all real.
Hey, and salute to you again for not even blasting that. For keeping his pride and his ego intact. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, I ain't gonna say they need a lot of y'all, but y'all are greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what else too. The same way that it go for us being a culture shock for us, it's a culture shock for women too when they run into a true alpha man. Ooh. Because a lot of times they come up in situations to where there was none present. So now she has to make the decision. She has to get outside of her frame to survive. I got to make all the decisions. I got to have the forethought. I got to have the leadership. And then you run into a man who actually is capable of doing those things and you don't know what the hell to do with him. You clashing with them 24/7 because you're not used to that. You used to men just kind of going with what you say. Even in your crib, when your mama was dating them 2-3 dudes, they all went along to the beat of her drum. She was making the decisions. It was her crib they was staying at. It was her car they was driving.
That's
you see what I'm saying? So when that girl get out into the world, that's her mindset. So she gonna subconsciously date the same type of man she's seen in that household. And then when she run into a dude like, nah, baby, sit your ass down somewhere. I'll take care of you.
I don't need you to think. I need you to do.
That's it. And a lot of women will fumble that great man because they don't know how to take their foot off of that gas pedal and be a passenger seat princess and let this real man run the ship because they ain't got no kind of familiarity with that. So it's a culture shock for them too.
Yeah.
You see how I'm living? That's how they be acting.
That's how they do.
I seen that firsthand. Like what you saying that, I seen that firsthand.
Yeah.
Dating the girl I was dating. Her mom was a strong, independent woman. The dad had moved. The dad had a good job though. He moved. He would take care of him like on the necessities.
Right.
School start, he's sending the bread. You know what I'm saying? Tuition for college, all that stuff. He there when he need to. But as far as like physically that, he wasn't there. Him and the mama didn't see eye to eye, but whatever.
Right.
But the mama developed that persona, and you saw the dudes that, she'll be dating. It's like, she running that nigga ragged.
Know it.
And it's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? He real nice, he respectful. He'll still put me on game and things like that.
Right.
But it's like, damn, I see you got your hands full.
But that's the
And then
wild part.
guess what happened? Trickled down.
She did the same thing.
Her daughter did the same thing.
So I'm like, it makes sense. It makes sense.
That's why it's
never
so
talk to
important,
one of
dog. Like that's why it's so important for you to be careful who you dating, who you bringing around. Kids, pay attention to everything. Smooth said it earlier. It ain't about what you tell your kid. It's about what you show them. It's about what they see every day. Because there's plenty of people who give great advice. A bum on the corner can give you some of the best life advice in the world.
Best game, yeah.
Right?
Best game.
But that advice hit a little different when it's the VP of a Fortune 500 company telling you, hey, bro, you need to do this. You need to go this way. You need to do that. So again, it's not what's being said a lot of times, especially for kids when you that young. It's about what they see. So you got to make sure that those things align. And unfortunately, a lot of us practice cognitive dissonance, bro. Say one thing and do the complete opposite.
I used to say all the time, boy, not it's the younger version of my mom's. Not the older version, she cool. But the younger version of my mom, if I met a woman that was like my mom, I didn't even have sex with you. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to do none of that.
See?
You was too dangerous to my life that I knew I was going to provide for said woman that was going to stand next to me. You was too dangerous for that. So I didn't even want to risk nothing with you. So I let them flock on. I'm talking conversation on the phone. As soon as I feel it, you dead.
Damn.
Ghosting. I was the real ghost back in the day. We was done early.
That's that's some of the realest shit. Because I think that a lot of men just operate like that. Men that's operating with intentions, knowing what they want and seeing like for sure what I don't want. Right. Now I may need to figure out the rest of this shit out, but I know for sure what I don't want. And I know a lot of men, that's how we operate. Bro. Women don't seem to do that.
I swear I used to see it
We
like
cut that shit off from the door.
I'm talking, bro, one conversation, they'd be calling and texting, bro. Look, you know, Facebook Messenger used to be high back in the day.
Right.
That little pop-up thing on there. Why I leave that shit on red, boy? Hey. I got it. Yeah, I got it.
But that's real because men think in terms of black and white. Women think in terms of gray area. That's why they give a lot of dudes chances that they should not be given in terms of a serious relationship. Now, dudes are smashed a lot of women we shouldn't be smashed, but that's not a conversation for today. That's true. But in terms of a serious relationship, men see things in black and white, baby. I want this in a woman. You don't meet that. You will never be my woman in a serious fashion. I don't give a damn. You understand me? But women see gray area. They'll say, okay, well, you're not where I need you to be, but I see some potential in you. And I feel like you just hadn't had a real enough woman in your life. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to try to be the best woman and the best girlfriend I can possibly be.
You the realest one.
Yeah, because I'm trying to come in. I'm trying to be the best woman that I can possibly be. I'm going to pour into you. I'm going to be considerate. I'm going to be patient with you. I'm going to give you somewhere to stay. I'm going to let you drive my car while you drive me to work. All this type of shit.
I'm going to hold him down.
The relationship go left. Nah, he the bad guy.
Hey, she do that 3 times. Now all men ain't square.
That's real, bro.
3 men do the same thing to
you. Went after 3 homeless niggas.
Oh, come on. I'll let y'all do that.
But all men. You just dated the same nigga in 3 different faces.
She started a shelter. Free housing, food, and that you get sex too, nigga. Sign me up.
They got a foster man program.
Some of them be in the foster home program 8 years.
Oh, 8 years. Come on, man.
Then messed around, got her pregnant in year 3, and hustled 5 more years to stay in there.
Hey, but that'd be the thing. But again, it go back to what we said. Bro. A lot of women are used to having to make all the decisions, and they are more comfortable.
Bro.
In that because that man has no leverage to tell me no. No. We not doing that. We doing this.
Hey, and she made all that decision off of because he was tall. He had a pretty jawline.
Right.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. I swear to it be crazy ass shit why they make that one decision. I stayed with him for 8 years because he was tall. You understand me? Or he had a job when I first met him, and I ain't never had a man that had a job. You understand me? But as soon as you start working, he quit. Come on, man. And dog, women stay with men for shallow reasons, bro. And be trying to make them the forever man. Men not doing that. Most men is not doing that, bro.
At all, man. So, again, man, prayers to all parties, bro. I just want more for us, man. That's all.
I wonder why that nigga cheating.
Then they got a hell of a launch pad, baby. Bro. I mean, a hell of a safety net. He can do his thing. The car gonna be there, the crib gonna be there. All I gotta do is sweet talk you a little bit and halfway act like I done changed.
Your friend done seen Keisha in the car.
And you telling your friend her eyes lying. That's how cold I am with it. That's why I feel. You ready to cut Keisha off?
Come on.
You ready to cut her off?
Come on.
For me.
Come on.
And I've been bullshit from day one.
And they been telling you that.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Shout out to the Keisas of the world.
She be like that, dog. She cut off all her friends, and all of them from the jump was telling the truth on that dude. He got another girl in your car. Oh, he got a baby mama over here and all this type of stuff, bro. And then the moment they find it out, like it all hit the fan. I guess he come to a epiphany.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And tell her the truth on everything. She be so hurt in her pride on, damn, my used to be friends was all right. And then that said woman go missing for 3-4 years.
Oh.
She go off the grid 3-4 years.
Pop up with new friends.
I gave you everything.
Bro.
Literally. Credit card numbers.
Bro.
Because they do be getting everything.
Bro.
Literally.
And he leave and take half the bank account.
Hey.
Like they was married.
Look here, man. Prayers to all parties.
And now she a single mother.
Chill out.
Prayers to all parties. So, nigga, what you bought?
You said, shut up. We didn't get to the second point.
What happened? No, we did. Because she addressed the fact that women naturally acquiesce to alpha man. Y'all addressed that pretty early.
All right, cool.
All right, we're going to keep it pushing, man. We're going to stay into terms of gender roles and dynamics in a relationship. It was a clip that was speaking to the traditional woman and the traditional man. I'm going to play this clip. Get y'all take on what they had to say. Hold on.
Want a traditional woman and then be upset when she comes with traditional
she wants a
expectations.
traditional husband. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you want to be super, super traditional in some of these particular instances, please be aware of the fact that masculinity provides. And this is why we are constantly having conversations around why we need to actually have conversations around redefining masculinity. Because when you are allowing masculinity to be defined by how much you can provide, let me tell you something, baby. As soon as you stop providing, you stop being a man.
100%.
Do you want that for yourself?
100%.
Do you want that pressure for yourself? We will never understand the psyche of men, but baby, understand that in a partnership, you got a partner. And if you're looking for A, you better bring B. And I think it's that, right? The absence of the B. What do you bring to the table as a man?
That's the real question.
You can't be out here talking about, I want a traditional wife, and you're not a traditional man. You are a modern man who is constrained by the reality of the economy that you operated in. And I think it's an awkward conversation for men to have, because nobody wants to be out here talking about, I'm actually broke.
If you want a traditional woman, you have to be a traditional man. Do y'all feel like there are a lack of traditional men claiming to want a traditional woman, ironically?
Hold on, ask that again. I was up there looking up the traditional rate in other countries. What'd you say?
No, I was saying, do y'all feel like there's a lack of traditional men, especially in terms of the one who are asking for a traditional woman?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Easily. We in a modern time, man. You know what I'm saying, me? Don't no woman want to be big grandma and depend on a nigga that got, you know what I'm saying, a girlfriend around town or another family somewhere else and all that, and she couldn't make a move because she couldn't feed herself. You get what I'm saying? So we all living in modern times. That's just how it's gonna work.
Oh, y'all got one whip, but he done took the car.
Yeah, like that type of shit. Yeah, for real.
For real.
Damn.
For real. In the toxic shit, he took the car just so you couldn't leave. That's crazy. He out at the bar drinking with Jimmy.
Talk about he gonna pay some bills.
That's real, bro.
Niggas drinking with
So yeah, man, look. No, man. I don't think that, man, it's few people in this Western society, in our Western society, that's really traditional. That's like, hey, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? I want my man to provide it all, and I ain't gonna challenge nothing he got going on. That's very, very, very few women, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these days, most women want to work. That's just how it works. They want to get their own money and be able to provide the simple needs for themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That way, somebody ain't got control over them and all that. So we all got to learn to adjust to that. You get what I'm saying? So you can't be a super you can't be a 100% traditional woman, but you want to goddamn go in a career making more than your husband. That's not gonna work. Because most of us base that way we live off of what we can provide.
True.
Not off what our woman can provide. Now, if you're helping, that's a different ball game. But even with that help, we don't want you to help more than what we can provide at our max potential. So yeah, in this Western world, I don't think we have a lot of traditional people. I'm talking like it's maybe 5% really running around here that would just give up everything they got going, no matter how talented she is and all that. Hey man, I just want to be a wife. I want to be at the crib, have a mom, car, 2-3 kids, maybe 4 kids, do all the shit with the kids and all that. And when my man come home, run the bath water, you have his clothes out for work, or you got to have his suitcase packed if he travel and all that. People say they want that, but they look at that like slave work.
Right.
That's how they look at it.
Say as much too.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what true femininity is. If you don't want to provide nothing as far as like financial,
right? You
just want to make sure this man life at ease. That's what it is. Yep. You make sure the kids is right as far as grades and everything else, and you make sure they fed. You make sure their clothes is ironed for school, and then once you get that done, you putting them down and you providing for your man. You being submissive to your man. You got down feeding the family. You making sure all his necessities is taken care of. That way he ain't got to lift too much of a finger at home. The most in that sense, the most your husband should be doing is taking out the trash and worrying about yard work. That's it. I don't think a lot of women is ready for that, because you give up a lot of power in that. You give out, and what they don't understand is you really have power because that's a lot of necessity. But they looking at it like, I have no way to protect myself as far as finances.
Yes.
If he chooses to leave, I'm homeless.
Yep.
Which is ironic, not to cut you off, because she said that's a man's fear, basically saying men put too much weight on finances when in reality they do the same thing, which is what you just said.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So just looking at it from that standpoint, in this Western society right now as it stands, it may be 5% of women that is truly, truly feminine women and really got their hand broken, don't want to provide nothing from themselves. And I'm talking all races of women.
Right.
So that's what I would say.
Oh, what do you think contributes to the lack of traditional mindset in this era we in?
Damn, it's just, I say some of everything. It's just media, TV, just the propaganda they've been trying to push. It's just, damn, we're in a real messed up time, especially we got social media. Everything is just instant. It don't matter what app you get on, especially if you follow the wrong people, you in all the unnecessary drama, just chaos and just all the shit that's going on. Where can I start with this question? I would say first off, nobody's ready from either side. Women aren't ready to be that role because it's too uncomfortable. Going back to what Smooth said, it's a money factor, and it's just a giving up control. And then from the men's side, like men just aren't ready, or if they are, like those men are trying to control the women that want that quote unquote traditional. But I think we have a lot of men who also understand the times that we in and don't want to restrain our women. Now, yes, we don't want our woman working 40 plus hours a week, but if she wants to get a job to do the things that she wants to do on the side, get her nails done, and just all the, things that she would like to do, we wouldn't mind that because we don't mind taking care of everything else. So I think we have to kind of be in a modern time right now, but the traditional side, that's long gone. And then two, like, just the cost of everything is different. Like, coming up, my grandmother's house, her house was like 17 grand. 17 grand.
17 grand ain't the closing cost today.
You feel me? So
you can't even get a lot around here.
A whole lot of stuff is different. They was going to the movies, getting popcorn and drinks and soda for $1. You ain't getting that shit today.
Right.
So part of it is that, but I think all of it is out to just be selfish, get our own. Eat or get ate. That's dog eat dog world. That's how we are right now, and we all out to do for us, do what's best for us, and not trying to build something, not trying to trust anybody. Like, it's mine. I'm holding on to it. I'm keeping it. I'm not sharing it. That's how we are right now in society, and it's just the smallest leverage of giving up control, you feel uncomfortable.
Facts.
or now you don't trust him, or whatever reason. Like it's just we can't grasp that. Like we just all selfish right now and lack the understanding of what it really takes to be in a real relationship.
Yeah, I agree. I think it goes back to the household. We spoke earlier about kids going to emulate what they see in the household. In terms of fear and giving up that control.
That's a lot of it, yeah.
That's what it is, right? It's because they seen their mama or they seen their parent, understand me, just getting taken advantage of, or dudes coming in with money and, just trying to dictate and drop his nuts on the carpet. You're going to do what I say. I'll pay the bills. I'll do this. I'll do that, right? So as a kid, when you leave that crib, ain't nobody going to ever be able to control me like that. I'm going to make my own money. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, right? So that right there is probably the main thing that's working against traditionalism. I think, too, is a lot of men just don't take enough pride in taking care of their family. Like back in the day, it was pride to be able to pay all them bills. It was pride to be able to put food on that table. Like I'm busting my ass at work all day long so my kids can wear what they want to wear. And we always got food on the table. My wife can, do what she want to do, this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, he was getting it reciprocated because the wife at the crib taking care of the duties of the household. That man had to worry about household duties when he got home. You see what I'm saying? But again, it was a pride in taking care of my family. But I think a lot of dudes go into it now on some like, I'm looking for partnership. I'm looking in terms of finances, because don't get me wrong, like y'all are partners, y'all life partners, but I'm talking about I'm looking for help to live the lifestyle that I want to live, compared to, okay, hey, I'm not there yet. So I'm gonna take care of my family and I'm gonna do what I got to do until I can work my way up to that. A lot of dudes don't want to go through that process. I want to be making a legitimate amount of money. I need you to be bringing something to the table, so that way when you get here, we could be living in luxury. We driving Benzes, we living in 4-5 bedroom homes right out the gate, and that's just what it is. And if you can't do that, then it's gonna be resentment. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that. It's them not wanting to give up the control, especially on the women's side, because a lot of them done heard stories from their grandmas and aunties and stuff who may or not have had to work, but they had to put up with a lot of shit back in the day because they man was being financially abusive. Let's call it what it is here. You understand me? You ain't doing what you're supposed to do, or you getting on my nerves, or whatever the case may be. I'm cutting your allowance this week. You know what I'm saying? All your expenditures, they got to go through me. You want to spend some money, you got to come to me for little things. You know what I'm saying? So I think, again, a lot of those women get older and then you start having those candid conversations with them. And they be like, yeah, if I can go back, I would have got my degree. Or, I was always smart in school with numbers. I would have did something with accounting. Or, I could always sing. If I could go back, I would have tried to be a singer and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a lot of regret in a lot of them older women. And the young women is seeing that, listening to that, and like, yeah, that's not going to be me.
Right.
Hell no, I'm going for mine. I'm doing whatever it is that I want to do right now, and either my man going to understand or I'm going to be single as a motherfucker out here.
And I'm going to be okay.
Man,
and I'll be good.
And I can't, in this day and age, the way salaries are and the way it costs to live, I can't blame nobody if they want to go 50-50 with this shit to have a better life. Right? Because what people don't understand is most people gonna be average salary earners, no matter how smart they are, all that type of stuff. Most people gonna be right at the average, and that's at 30, 40 years old, or right above it, like 60, 70,000. You get what I'm saying? So with that being the numbers, and that's real numbers, for real. You need a partner that's going to bring something to the table. If you want to live a luxury lifestyle, you want a comfortable lifestyle for your kids. You want your kids to be able to grow up, let's say, with that lawyer or with that doctor, or, with that judge across the street, or, if you want your kid to grow up in that, to see that, like I say, most kids are what they see, right? And if you in the neighborhood, they going to school with them same kids that's with them other groups of people. Maybe your kid pick up some game, find their way in through that way, right? Because I'm a firm believer of like most people that get that type of money or get that type of wealth, it was a moment in their life where they capitalized on, and that was the only window they was gonna have, right? A lot of us men missed the window. I ain't gonna even say us men. I ain't gonna break it down like that, but most people in general miss their window. Right, it may be for family. It may be, hey man, I can go get this 100,000, but I ain't gonna be able to be a great father. I ain't gonna be able to be a great mother. So they sit back, to provide for their family, to be around for their family and miss their opportunity. Not saying that they're a horrible person, but they made a decision. I'm gonna make sure my family structure's together mentally and physically. And on top of that, what I'm making now is okay. But I could be doing great, but what that's gonna do to everything behind me.
Here's a question real quick, Smooth. Do you feel like that leads to a lot of resentment within men who make that decision later in life?
I would say, to answer that question, if he's with an ungrateful woman that didn't see the intention, yes. If he's with a woman that understands, same thing with the woman. If she's with a man that understood why I made the decision to better whatever they had going on, then no. Because you had the life you wanted. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you didn't have the life you wanted, then it's different. It's different. But as men, once you make them decisions and you make them in good faith and they play out how you wanted to play out, why would you complain? In my opinion, only a sucker would complain about something you wanted to play out the way you wanted it to play out, and it did. And now you regret, oh man, I could have went this way and did something entirely different. You know what I'm saying? But the way you played it, you may have 3 kids. All 3 of your kids got their master's degrees and doing something with their life. They don't reach out to you for nothing. Hell, your second child and bought you a car. But let's say you went on to get that $100,000 and you ain't got a lot of time to guide all of them and hear all their emotions and how they feeling and all that. You may have one child make it out of that. No matter how plush the environment was, you're not there to voice your to have that hand over them to guide them.
Opportunity cost.
You get what I'm saying? So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. But you as a parent, as a man, period, leading the situation, these are the decisions that you make in the dark, that you don't discuss with your woman about. Because you understand, like, the foresight. That's when I was speaking to the foresight. You understand it's 2 different paths you could take in this. Yeah, I could be selfish and make sure myself is good. Or I can be who I said I was going to be and make the tough decisions to make sure everything around me is healthy. In my opinion, that's a noble man and he should be glorified.
I agree 100%, man. It's a great place to wrap this up. We're going to get into the advice column. All right, this first one is from Tierra, Patreon member.
What you talk about?
All right, she says, hello, Krew. I think as women, we are so confused as to what men want from women. It's like on a daily, men add a new requirement for women to be considered a good woman or a candidate. My question for you guys is, if you are all single, what would you be looking for in a woman? I'm asking for all the women who are confused about the long list of expectations from men. Are these expectations realistic from the video, especially since you guys added on the fact that we have to now chase men as well, episode 144. She say, love you guys and continue to do good work. So, so she's asking, if we were single,
oh my God,
what would we be looking for?
First off, let me clarify. When I say chase, I mean pursue. Okay, that man needs to know that you are interested in him.
She know exactly.
Plain and simple. I'm not asking you to run after a nigga. Goofy ass. That man needs to know. I know a lot of people that are in long-term relationships. We was like I said, we was in a clubhouse chat or something. And I think I was with you in one chat. They polled everybody that was in there. It was like almost 30 people on stage. How many of y'all shot to y'all man?
Right.
And how many of y'all are married or in a serious relationship? Yeah, it was like 90, 95%. Like that, yeah. It was high as hell. And they are happy. And the men are happy. So, and it was men and women answering. So, I'm just saying. But number one, what men would look for, especially when he is ready in serious relationship, I would say is peace. Off the top, when that man already has a lot going on in his life, with his family, work, with you, all that stuff he's juggling, he's trying to do all the right things. Because it's easy to go astray. It's so much out there. You know what I'm saying? So staying committed, staying focused, and working and grinding and trying to be better every day, that shit is work. It takes work to be consistent because that shit is not easy at all. So coming home from long days or whatever it is, and you want to fuss and fight and just pick on small things, like he not going to want to take all that. He going to shut that down. Or he going to shut down. One of the two. But we look for just a woman that's going to uplift us, that's in our corner, that's going to support us. Like, that's one of the main things that we're looking for off top first. She ain't got to be the finest. She's got to be fine to us. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to have the best personality, but if she can laugh at my jokes and she got a little sense of humor, like, it's cool. Men really aren't asking for much. But if you can do small things here and there, like, we cool with that, in my opinion.
Smooth. You're single today. What are you looking for in a woman?
Man, I'm looking at how she carry herself first. I'm looking at who I am getting involved with. You get what I'm saying? I need to know, like, I definitely need to see you, like, on your days of stress from work or stress from some family shit and whatever. How you maneuver yourself in that and all that, it's gonna tell me what I'm gonna be dealing with when me and you together. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with it, I'm done. I'm out of there. Secondly, after I analyze that and see about that, then I need to see how you are with me. How you attending to me? How do you benefit me? You know what I'm saying? Where's my mental space with you every time I'm around you, or we in each other's energy? And you know what I'm saying? I need to see how they feel, right? Because one thing I can't fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fake, like, the love and the warm energy you give with somebody. That's something you can't fake.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I need to see that. And then after that, I just need to see you. Are you mother worthy?
Pivotal.
You get what I'm saying? That would be my third thing. Are you mother worthy? If you got those three things, then we can work with something. Everything else I can deal with.
Yeah. I mean, I think the boys pretty much covered it. The only thing I would add, like, for me personally, I mean, I can specify it a bit. Like, I need my woman to be super intelligent. Because I'm sort of a sapiosexual, we gonna be honest. So that's of the utmost importance. I need her to believe in me. Like, believe in me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that's spoken on enough, you know. When a lot of men throw around the word submit, a lot of time what they really mean is, man, I just need my woman to believe in me, trust in my decision making, trust that I'm looking out for the both of us and I'm trying to put us in position that's going to be better than what we was before we came into this thing. Like, that's all a man really is saying when he's saying, you know, I need submission from my woman. It's just you believing in me, following me, supporting me, having that type of understanding to where I can sit you down and explain something to you and you ain't judging me for it. You adding suggestions here, there, and you're not trying to belittle me because maybe you know something more than I know on this subject, but you just giving me the game. You know what I'm saying? You understanding the fact that we on the same team here. And we just passing around information, and both of our goals is focused on furthering us and furthering our family and furthering what it is that we building. But all that comes from belief. A lot of times, men will be dating a woman who don't believe in them. And she sit in that passenger seat just steady trying to grab that driver's side, you know, grab that steering wheel. Every time the situation get uncomfortable, we need to do this. We need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, bro, like, trust in the decision you made. You chose that man. Why did you choose that man? You chose that man because he presented something to you that was worthy enough for you to say, you know what, I'm willing to embark upon life with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you in it,
woman.
So when you in it, move accordingly. So believing in me, intelligence, man, confidence in yourself. Your confidence should not be dependent on me. It shouldn't be. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I can do some things to kind of put a cherry on top or something like that. But your confidence has to be built from you. And it be some of the most gorgeous women in the world that lack confidence in themselves.
Self-esteem in the ground.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times as a man, when you in that situation, you spend more time trying to build her confidence than actually doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is y'all working together to further this legacy that you're trying to build. We can't move forward because your ass is insecure about everything. And now I gotta pour into you and pour into you and pour into you and pour into you. And by the time I get you years. And by the time I get you to where you need to be, I'm mentally checked out this motherfucker because I got mental fatigue. I ain't got nothing left. So, you know, again, confidence, man, that's the utmost importance. If you got those three things, I think that's a nice solid foundation. There's gonna be a lot of things on the outside that's, you know, whatever, depending on the man, varies in importance. But I think, you know, everything Brodum said and then what I just said in terms of a foundation, you're gonna be decent.
Facts.
All right, man, we're gonna get into the next one. This is from last one of the night, man. This is from my boy OG. Yeah.
These people not anonymous tonight, huh?
All right, my boy say, what's good, fellas? Want to ask a question on the flip side of a statement I've heard made on the podcast before. Say, y'all have said a woman should never want to be the first highly attractive woman that a man gets after he levels up. With that being said, should a man ever want to be the first good man she's dated after a history of dating peewees?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I like that question, boy.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Boy, you do not want to be the first good nigga that this woman has ever met in her life. Bro. She is going, bro. She gonna destroy you, bro. She gonna mishandle you, bro. You get what I'm saying? All that chaos that she been dealing with, bro. No, bro. No. You are gonna be the next Pee-wee, bro. You went in this thing, stand up, brother. You left out this thing, Pee-wee.
Damn.
Nah, bro. Nah. The moment you notice that she ain't never had, I'm talking never. Never had no good man in her life, bro. Nah, bro.
And how do you know that? You gotta ask.
She gonna tell you.
You gotta ask about her dating history.
Yo, she gonna tell you. If she telling you about all dudes that, you know what I'm saying, that took advantage of her, you know what I'm saying, maybe some domestic things, maybe some he was a serial cheater.
Not just a serial cheater. Get her to talk. Get her to elaborate on each situation. Did you take them back?
You understand
How long
me?
did you stay together after you took them back?
Because you know women like to talk about that. You understand me? Because she basically advertising to you what she not gonna put up with. Right? She may put up with something. She ain't gonna put up with that.
Don't do that.
She ain't gonna put up with that. But she gonna put up with something next to the category. You get what I'm saying? So if she
put up with the same thing.
No, but you gotta realize
wrapped up in a different package.
She may have dealt with a serial cheater, right? Now she done with that. Now she may be with a serial liar. You understand me? All in the same category. She just ain't. She gotta hit every piece of the catalog of the category. You understand me? So yeah, if she ain't got nothing good in the category at all, bro, that ain't no. She gonna destroy you, bro. She gonna destroy you because you gotta realize is you being a good man. For all the fellas listening to this, if you know you're a good man, you got to realize you're a patient man, you're an understanding man, right? You got foresight on where you want to take your life, where you see you being at, and all that type of stuff. If a woman ain't never had a good man in her life, bro, she don't understand the vision. She has no foresight. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't have patience. All she knows is combative things. And then she's picked up a lot of trauma that she's not letting go. You get what I'm saying? So all of that balled up into one woman, bro, 9 times out of 10, that woman will destroy you, bro. Will destroy you.
Facts.
So, hell no.
I'm going to tell you firsthand, hell to the no. I went through that situation a couple times.
Oh, this was a damn fool.
But now I ain't talking about that situation. But it's just, you know, as a man, you want to be that provider and protector in the same sense that women want to kind of be that person to change them. Like there's situations where you feel like, you know, I got a solid foundation. I'm cool. Like all I need her to do is, like they said, acquiesce to how I'm living. And, you know, once I nail these couple things down, I should be cool. Everything should be good to go.
Shit sound great in theory.
You nail them down, other things start popping up, boy. It's like a curved wood.
Fucking whack-a-mole in this bitch.
God damn!
That's how it is, man. So, yeah, that one will destroy you. And just, hey, just don't do the things that I did to make up for it. I just do that because there's a lot of collateral damage out there.
So showed you that. So hopefully you don't got to go through that.
Yeah, damn it.
Hell nah, man. We speak about it all the time. Like when you run into a woman like that, a lot of times you might have to climb a 40-foot barbed wire fence, man, before you can actually get to progressing in the relationship. It'd be a lot of stuff that gotta be like, especially insecurity. That's the number one thing. Right? If we gonna keep it real here. So a lot of men spend a lot of time combating that, man, and you do that so much, you be like, damn. By the time y'all actually get to the relationship portion, you ain't got nothing left, bro. So, I think you need to find your woman who is where you need to be from a mental perspective. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's 100% healed, and nobody will ever be. Right? Healing is a journey. It's not a destination, right? But there are percentages. There are varying levels. You want to get with a woman that has a high level of confidence, a high level of understanding as to who she are, a high level of investment in what it is that you building or what you're trying to build. So that's the type of woman that you want to embark on serious stuff with. And again, the women who not there, you can find that information out very, very quickly. But you got to ask the right questions, and you got to listen to her talk, and more importantly, listen to what she's not saying. And that's gonna get you the way you need to go. But in terms of would I advise somebody to do that? If I had a son and he's outside, would I advise him to date a woman like that? Hell no.
Hell no.
Don't even take the chance of dating that type of woman.
Hell no, man. But on that note, we're going to wrap this thing up, get on up out of here, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in and kicking it with us. Crusader Nation in the building, man. Salute to the Patreon. You understand me? And as a matter of fact, salute to Beatbox.
Goddamn me. Goddamn me.
Look here, man. Told y'all we was going to have a surprise for y'all. And we do. We have another announcement today. We are doing, in collaboration with Beatbox, another giveaway. A summer vacation giveaway. Now, you want to know what's all included? It's very, very simple. $2,500. $2,500. That's what's going to be given out. You see what I'm saying? But again, we're going to run this thing the same way we've always ran this thing. It's going to be a link that's in the description. You seeing this, or if you're watching on Instagram, it's going to be a link in the bio. You click that link, it's going to be tasks there. And whoever has the most points, and the points are calculated by how many tasks you complete, they're going to be the winner. So y'all got until August 13th. Good luck, man. $2,500. I know we all can use that.
Smackaroos.
Yeah, smackaroos. We all can use that, man. So, again, we look forward.
Let me go look for my ski mask.
Right. Nah, man. But for sure, man, salute to Beatbox, man. This is a hell of an opportunity. And, take advantage of it, man. $2,500. Everybody can use that. I know y'all want to go places. Y'all got bills to take care of or whatever the case may be. It's going to be cash in the hand.
In the hand.
So, good luck. I think that's, I lied. The shorts that y'all love so much. We got some new colorways coming pretty soon. I ain't going to speak on it until we release it, you see what I'm saying? But it's some new colorways coming in that aspect. Dad hats should be done this week, so they should be up probably put them up probably Thursday.
Might need that for the fight that weekend.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, man. Y'all already know how we coming, man. And again, there's more things in the works, but we appreciate y'all rocking with us, bro, and supporting us, man. And salute to Kenny. He couldn't make it today. Tied up at work, bro. Been working his ass off. But he gonna be back whenever he can. Y'all already know that. Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, nothing I can think about. We're good.
Yeah.
All right, man. On that note, we're gonna get up out of here with a record. Speaking of summer vacations, Chris Brown got a new record called Summer Too Hot. Gonna catch up with y'all boys later, man. We are gone.
Yeah.
She was just there for the season.